Good afternoon. My name is Elisa Tom, and I'm a celebrant. I've had the privilege and the pleasure of working together with Nathan and Alyssa over the past year to create a wedding ceremony that reflects their love and commitment to each other, as well as toward all of you. They asked me to thank you for being here today. Some of you have traveled a great distance, and all of you have been generous with your time and your support. People often equate wedding guests with an audience, but your role here today is one of greater importance, and that's because marriage vows are made before witnesses. Those promises are not only between the couple, they're also shared with their family and their community. And so it's a great gift that you give to Nathan and Alyssa by bearing witness for them today. So, in the spirit of being present and truly witnessing this moment, please make sure the volume is off on all cell phones and other electronic devices, and then put them away. Alyssa and Nathan request that their ceremony be an unplugged one. Thank you. Please rise. Thank you. You may be seated. We have gathered here today to celebrate the commitment that has been evolving in our couples' hearts and minds since they first met with a little help from their friends and fell in love 3 years ago. We're all familiar with the role that rings play in a wedding and what they mean when we see them on someone's finger. Today, Alyssa and Nathan wanted to expand the meaning of what their rings will mean to them, and they would like to ask everyone here to bless their rings. Rings are a tangible symbol of love and devotion. They're worn on the fourth finger because ancient Greeks believed that a vein from that finger connected directly to the heart, thus symbolizing the depth and sincerity of love. So, as their rings are passed to you, you're invited to take them into your hands and for a brief and silent moment to add your best wishes, your hopes, your prayers, your dreams for this couple and their marriage. And then we're going to need them back, all right? These rings are housed in this beautiful box that was made by Nate's grandfather, James Edmondson. A marriage begins by joining two people who love each other together, but matures and develops when held firm in the web of family and community relationships. The ideals, the understanding, and the mutual respect which they bring to their life together has the roots in the love, friendship, guidance, and support you all have given them. Without you all, especially their much-loved parents, they would not be who they are today, individually or as a couple. So many people have helped Alyssa and Nathan come to this moment. Some are here, some are far away, and some are even in heaven. All of us, the beloved Mr. Rogers used to say, have special ones who have loved us into being, people who have helped us and wanted what was best for us in life. Unfortunately, not all of these special ones are with us today. Today we take a moment to acknowledge and remember Nathan's grandparents, Forrest and Lena Wortman, and his late Aunt Sandy Wortman. They all would have loved meeting and knowing Alyssa. We also remember Alyssa's Uncle Thomas Conway. Alyssa remembers that her Uncle Thomas loved her like a grandpa, and his curiosity and love of adventure continues to inspire her in her desire to travel the world. We remember her grandfather Norman Conway and her beloved Uncle PJ too. All of these loved ones are missed. Still, we recognize how their love and their memory is an integral part of our joy and our celebration. We know that they're here with us today in spirit. Today, as they establish their own family unit, they will also be joining each other's family trees. It would mean a lot to both Alyssa and Nathan to be welcomed as new members of each other's family here today. So, Linda and Robert. Today, Nathan is declaring his love and commitment to your daughter and your family. Do you welcome Nate into your family as one of your own?
We do.
And Pamela and Dan. Today, Alyssa is declaring her love and commitment to your son and your family. Do you welcome Alyssa into your family as one of your own?
We do.
Thank you. As it is with love, it can arrive at unexpected times when you're least looking for it and whether you think you're ready for it or not. When love found Alyssa and Nathan, it was no different. It was a chilly January afternoon, right before the start of spring semester at Western Michigan University, when Alyssa and Nathan were invited to Shakespeare's Pub in downtown Kalamazoo to celebrate a mutual friend's birthday. Nathan assumed the night would involve conversation between a bunch of engineers over a beer, but this night, Nathan was delighted to see a new, beautiful, and interesting friend, Alyssa. Over sips and smiles, our couple hit it off immediately. The following day, Alyssa sent Nathan a friend request on Facebook. Of course, she made sure to reach out to his best friend, Mike, as well, so as not to appear too eager. Her friend request was granted immediately, and Nathan sent a message inviting her to a local tea shop the next Sunday morning. F. Scott Fitzgerald once wrote, "They slipped briskly into an intimacy from which they never recovered." And this could have been said about Nathan and Alyssa's immediate and genuine connection too. Tea for two went so well, Nathan couldn't wait to see Alyssa again. So before the end of their date, he invited her to join him and his friends that same night to see Cinderella. These two began spending more and more time together, equally content watching a movie at home or planning a romantic night out. Alyssa first realized she loved Nathan when they visited his family over Easter. She felt nervous but excited. This was her first official boyfriend. It felt new, but she also knew that it felt right. And Nathan says he knew he loved Alyssa the second he stepped into her apartment at 58 West. When he saw all the things she had treasured and brought with her from Pennsylvania to decorate her living space, he could tell that she was sophisticated, loving, and a charitable person. Later that year in the fall, Nathan says he knew he wanted to be with Alyssa in a forever sort of way. After an infamous trip to the at-home store to pick up furnishings for Alyssa's new home rental, Nathan couldn't hold it in any longer and confessed to Alyssa that he loved her. Alyssa remembers that she didn't want to be the first to admit it, but as soon as the words left his lips, she responded that she'd been eagerly awaiting for the moment to reciprocate his sentiment. Throughout their time in school, Alyssa and Nathan leaned on one another, weathering homesickness, long commutes, and the stress of juggling work and grad school. These challenges have strengthened their relationship, teaching them how to value their time together even more. Eventually, they rented a small home in Kalamazoo, and Nathan helped out with Alyssa's new Cavalier King Charles Spaniel puppy child, Gus. Alyssa says it was this nurturing and attentive side that showed her Nathan would also be an amazing father one day. Alyssa's love for Nathan grew as she saw how he cared for her friends and her family like they were his own. And Nathan was struck by Alyssa's ability to see beauty everywhere, her generosity and passion for life. He had been looking for someone special to share his life with, and they openly began discussing marriage and have been working toward a shared future ever since. Equally independent, yet attentive and supportive, Alyssa and Nathan challenge each other and strive to learn from one another every day, acting as each other's rocks through good times and bad. They look forward to traveling together, then starting a family of their own. And it is their desire to chase their dreams and never stop imagining the possibilities that lie ahead, which brings us to this next moment. Long ago, when the exchange of rings were only a possibility for the very rich, ordinary people would pledge themselves to each other, often in a field, and have their hands fastened together with a piece of cord or ribbon or family print fabric. The phrases tying the knot and bonds of matrimony are thought to stem from this ancient ritual. Today, Alyssa and Nathan have chosen to have their hands fastened together with this woven garland. Mike, would you mind holding this for a second? Could you face each other in the shape of an infinity sign? And take a moment to look at your hands and the hands of your partner so that they can see, that you can see that they're a gift to you. These are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you, that are holding yours on your wedding day, as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours, as together you build your future. These are the hands that will love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when fear or grief temporarily comes to you. These are the hands that will countless times wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it, support and encouragement to pursue your dreams, and comfort through difficult times. And lastly, these are the hands that even when wrinkled and aged will still be reaching for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. Before you, Nathan and Alyssa are joined together in marriage. I'm called to remind you of the serious, binding, and holy nature of the new relationship to which you are committing to today. The ancient rite of marriage is the voluntary, deliberate, and full commitment of two individuals to each other to become partners for a lifetime. Marriage is a sacred rite. About marriage, Justice Kennedy writes, "No union is more profound than marriage, for it embodies the highest ideals of love, fidelity, devotion, sacrifice, and family. In forming a marital union, two people become something greater than they once were. A commitment to marriage is made in the deepest sense possible, to the exclusion of all others, and it is entered into with the desire, the hope, and the firm intention that it will last forever." Nathan, the woman whose hands you hold, loves you very much. She loves you with all her heart. She's beautiful and interesting, encouraging and joyful, sophisticated with a mischievous streak. She has supported you through good times and bad times and pushes you to be the best version of yourself. You love her perspective, the way she sees the world, and its influence on your experience. You knew you found a true partner when you realized Alyssa was also a dog lover. These are the hands of one of the best people you have had the privilege of knowing. The hands that will touch yours as you experience life's many adventures together. The hands that will work alongside yours to raise your children one day. You must keep your heart open and turn toward her. Your life and love will be Alyssa's greatest source of joy. And so I ask Nathan, have you come here freely and without reservation to give yourself to this woman, Alyssa Ann Conway, in marriage? Do you promise to trust and honor her, to love her faithfully through the best and the worst, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Thank you. And Alyssa, the man whose hands you hold loves you very much. He loves you unconditionally, inside and out. He's attentive, brilliant, adventurous, supportive, comforting, and respectful. A man who will always allow you to grow independently while simultaneously growing in your love for one another. He delights in providing loving support in the form of chocolate, foot rubs, and caffeine. These are the hands of your best friend, the hands of a man who will be a wonderful father one day, a generous and caring man who can connect with anyone in a genuine way, a man who with one simple action can make you smile for days. You must keep your heart open and turn toward him. Your life and love will be Nathan's greatest source of joy. And so I ask Alyssa, have you come here freely and without reservation to give yourself to this man, Nathan Daniel Wortman, in marriage? Do you promise to trust and honor him, to love him faithfully through the best and the worst, for as long as you both shall live? You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. On February 2nd, 2017, you found yourselves on a trip to San Juan, Puerto Rico, where Alyssa was attending a conference. After a romantic dinner, you stepped onto the beach to admire the skyline. On the walk back, Nathan, you surprised Alyssa when you got down on one knee in the sand, held up a sparkling ring, and asked her for forever. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you've been making commitments in an informal way. All those conversations that were held in a car or over a meal or during long walks, all those conversations that began with, when we're married, and continued with, I will, and you will, and we will. All those late night talks that included someday, and somehow, and maybe, and all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. In a moment, you'll make each other formal promises, symbolized by the vows you exchange. These vows are a way of saying to each other, you know, all those things that we've hoped and promised and dreamed, well, I meant it all, every word. Shortly, you shall say a few words that will take you across a threshold in life, and things between you will never quite be the same. For after today, you shall say to the world, "This is my husband, and this is my wife." Now it's time to exchange your vows. And you'll go first, Nate, and you can repeat after me. I take you, Alyssa,
I take you, Alyssa,
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
my partner in life,
my partner in life,
and my one true love.
and my one true love.
I will trust you and respect you,
I will trust you and respect you,
laugh with you and cry with you,
laugh with you and cry with you,
loving you faithfully,
loving you
through
faithfully,
good times and bad.
through good times and bad.
I promise that I now see
I promise that I now see
my family as yours,
my family as yours,
your family as mine,
your family as mine,
and look forward to loving
and look forward to loving
the family we create.
the family we create.
I promise to always be
I promise to always be
your biggest fan.
your biggest fan.
I will cherish our friendship
I will cherish our friendship
and our love
and our love
today, tomorrow, and forever.
today, tomorrow, and forever.
I take you, Nathan,
I take you, Nathan,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
my partner in life,
my partner in life,
and my one true love.
and my one true love.
I will trust you
I will trust you
and respect you,
and respect you,
laugh with you,
laugh with
and
you,
cry with you,
and cry with you,
loving you faithfully
loving you
through
faithfully,
good times and bad.
through good times and bad.
I promise that I now see
I promise that I now see
my family as yours,
my family as yours,
your family as mine,
your family as mine,
and look forward to loving the family we create.
and look forward to loving the family we create.
I promise to always be your biggest fan.
I promise to always be your biggest fan.
I will cherish our friendship
I will cherish our friendship
and our love
and our love
today, tomorrow, and forever.
today, tomorrow, and forever.
Thank you. Good. Slide your hands up. Thank you. And can I ask you? Oh, where are we on our? Oh, good. In a moment, you'll exchange your rings, which have been infused with the love of your family and your friends. When you've been married for a long time, you'll look at these rings and feel the indentations on your fingers. Let them always serve as a reminder of how great your love is for each other, and also all this love and support that you're lucky to have in your life. You guys can watch. You guys. Thank you. All right, Nathan, will you take this ring that you've chosen for Alyssa and place it on her finger, repeating after me? I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a token of my love and devotion.
as a token of my love and devotion.
With this ring,
With this ring,
I gladly marry you
I gladly marry you
and join my life to yours.
and join my life to yours.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a token of my love and devotion.
as a token of my love and devotion.
With this ring,
With this ring,
I gladly marry you
I gladly marry you
and join my life to yours.
and join my life to yours.
Let me see your rings. May all who see your rings know that you love and are loved. It would please Nathan and Alyssa for all present to take vows as well, to pledge your love and support for them as they embark on this new path together. So, please rise. And please hold these vows in case you're guests. And I'm going to come over here to this side. After I've spoken these vows, please answer with, "We will." Today we have come together to declare our love and support for Alyssa and Nathan as they are joined together in marriage. Do you promise to encourage and inspire their dreams, to accept them not only as individuals, but as a couple and as a family, to be their friends and their support today and every day, to follow? I do. Thank you. You may be seated. And you can face each other again. Alyssa and Nathan, you've said that your hope for the future is to have a lifelong marriage of health and happiness, to go on adventures big and small, to continue to grow and experience life together by each other's side. One day raise incredible children, grow and bring joy to your families. So as you prepare to leave here today as a married couple, we wish you all the blessings that life can bring. Health, joy and gladness, creativity and inspiration, love and companionship, happiness and prosperity for all your days. Alyssa and Nathan, as you've made vows before these witnesses and exchanged rings so that all who see them will know your love and commitment to each other, all that remains is for you to seal your vows with a kiss as I announce by the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania that you are now husband and wife. You may kiss your beautiful bride. Please get your flower petals ready as I introduce, for the very first time, the newly married and thoroughly blessed Mr. and Mrs. Wortman.